Manchester City's 2024, a year of both history and hysteria, of unparalleled achievement and underachievement, with the fourth straight league title and autumnal implosion. Well, if 2025's unlikely to hit such wild extremes, it started in a frantic, free-scoring fashion that promises better times ahead. A week in which Brentford played a major part in the narrative. 2 home games in 4 days against City and Liverpool, with the champions desperate for a win and then a favour to put just a little life back in their title challenge. It was Potter letting it run. This is Jensen. Yoane Wissa outside him. Burmo unmarked to the far post. He went for the headlines and the near post.
Creates the space for Wissa. Look at this run on the outside. Just has to draw the defender's attention with the Kanji, who actually holds his position quite well.
Nørgaard helping it on. Burmo, first time in for Wissa. He stretched and couldn't reach.
They've got a bit more swagger and a bit more sharpness in their passing.
Foden trying to nick it away from Nørgaard, who then beat Ake to find Burmo. Good movement coming for him in the centre, which opens up the space, and he went for the near post and wins the corner.
So you've got Burmo driving with the ball. He can go outside, or you know he really does want to come inside, which he ends up on his left foot. There's a little pass or a dink to the back post that might have been on for Lewis Potter arriving, but he decides to just pull one in that near post area.
Not playing like a side that have lost 3 straight at home. An excellent ball forward here for Wissa. Ortega backpedaled pretty quickly. Wissa getting it in. And splitting the gap between Burmo.
Nørgaard with the ball in behind. He knows his centre forward's going to be running in there, and Akanji, he doesn't want to get too tight, does he? He really is stepping off the Brentford front man. Probably a little bit concerned if he gets too close. He's going to get the drop on him.
So we're getting it back from Kevin De Bruyne. Ake coming forward. De Bruyne into a dangerous area. Haaland coming round the back, but the angle was too tight by the time he got to it. Savinho, 2 against 2 here. Savinho and Haaland. Savinho going for goal. And couldn't keep it down.
They're in a really good position, but look at how Collins holds that central role.
Slowly City corner work short. De Bruyne back in for Kovacic. And only just wide. Vardiol, that's some ball. And Kevin De Bruyne. Haaland to his left. Straight at Flecken. Matthias Jensen, the man that will fire this in.
This time it's Collins.
Brentford's home form is such that will be a notable scout. Savinho doing his best here. Great driving run. And desperately unlucky.
Picks up the ball, realises he's got the space to drive into. Takes it on, goes past Janel. And that's a really good finish under pressure.
Lewis Potter with the ball over the top of Nunes. Jensen. Brian Burmo. Can't hit the target.
He does his little standard roll of the ball with his foot.
Akanji. Swirling ball from Nunes. Powerful header from Haaland. And a great ball clutch from Flecken.
This is just fantastic. Great ball, and for one moment there, Brentford have switched off defensively. They've allowed Haaland to just drift into space and should do better.
City breaking forward here. De Bruyne, Savinho, who's already hit the post. Now it's the side netting.
Not at the standards that he would have hoped. He just doesn't get the contact well enough. He cuts across the ball a little bit. Always sliding away from that near post.
First corner of the second half goes City's way. In from Foden, a dangerous one. There's Potter getting to the byline. On top of Wissa's head. Roslav Janelt, and over. Ricocheting off Savinho. Brentford trying to instigate another counter-attack, coming forward with real pace. Burmo releasing Yoane Wissa. Great tackle. Attacking endeavour shown in this second half by Brentford. On the front foot again here. Yoane. Damsgaard! Flag is up.
And they find the finish this time, but the hook back in. I mean, Damsgaard is a mile offside, really. Coming back into play. He finds the finish, but I mean, I'm not too sure why the delay is there with that flag.
Brentford on the front foot, more opportunities on the City goal in this second half than they had in the entirety of the first 45 minutes. De Bruyne's ball in here, Foden tickles it in. Moments after Brentford have one disallowed at one end, Manchester City take the lead at the other.
It's just great quality. The pass from Ortega intended into Haaland. That set is fed out wide, and from here, well, anyone ever questioned Kevin De Bruyne's right foot? I don't think anyone ever can. It is pinpoint accuracy and a very Phil Foden-esque finish, I have to say.
Ortega's got a decision to make here. I think he's made the wrong one. Wissa, what a good block. Nathan Ake on the line.
All the credit has to go to Ake. I'm not too sure how much he knows about this. It's lovely play to get Wissa in behind. Ortega with a really poor choice to come out. And I don't know if Ake's falling over here or just loses his footing. It actually isn't. I think he's intentionally just gauging where he feels that ball might go.
Damsgaard forward towards Kevin Schade. First chance for him to shine. A little bit too much on it for Wissa. Burmo turning it round the corner. Good save from Ortega to deny Roslev. Yoane. Burmo getting on the end of Nørgaard's flick. Releasing Schade. He was offside anyway.
This pass here is lovely into Mbeumo. They're almost like waiting and orchestrating that. Nørgaard is wanted it in there.
Is a sense that self-belief is starting to return. Plenty of smiles in evidence after the game against Salford at the weekend. Might be a few more in evidence in a moment here. Savinho straight at the goalkeeper. Foden straight past him.
A little bit unfortunate that the deflection just pops straight back out, but Foden is on the move. He's sensing that. He's feeling this ball could just pop out off the goalkeeper and it lands right in that area.
Schade on his right foot. Come close to the bottom left-hand corner. In from Damsgaard. Ake missing it. Wissa didn't. Game on. Brentford back in it with 8 minutes to go.
There's nothing more than they deserve in this game, really, Brentford. They've played very, very well. It's a nice goal. City just switch off. They don't deal with the ball at the back post well at all. Bernardo Silva can't get near it. The two centre-backs just haven't tied it in the box. It's a little bit static, but super knocked back across to Wissa from Roslev, I have to say.
And with that goal, Yoane Wissa becomes Brentford's leading Premier League goal scorer, moving ahead of Ivan Toney. Here's Haaland. De Bruyne, and that was very close.
Haaland using his physicality so well there.
Gundogan getting it forward. Savinho's run from it in his own half. Haaland is up there with him. Fine save.
Haaland wants the ball on that pass, but it's not sure that he can thread it through. Cuts onto his left foot, and it's a decent hit, trying to feed it into that far post.
Still time for them to salvage something yet. And there it is! A Christian Nørgaard header.
I'm looking at City's defensive setup in the middle. Nobody's quite close enough to their man. There's a little bit too much distance. It allows the run of Nørgaard to get across and get his head on the end of it. I mean, he just makes the contact, and the power of the cross takes it past Ortega. It's a brilliant glancing header, I have to say.
Brentford with 1 point against their name at the moment. Can they turn it into 3? Burmo, Damsgaard, Wissa. Given a little shove by Nunes. Play goes on. Damsgaard's got Schade in. Behind Akanji. Burma waiting in the middle. Takes a touch. Ake's there to clear off the line again.
I mean, this is desperate stuff now. I knew the last few minutes were going to be uncomfortable for Man City, but maybe not quite this bad. And Buemo onto his left foot. I'm not sure if this is on target.
Out of play for a throw, and that's that. After 2 steps forward, a huge step back. A draw that feels like a defeat for Manchester City. A 2-goal lead that evaporated into the West London night sky. And surely the last rites administered to City's title defence. Huge character from Brentford. What a game. Brentford 2, Manchester City 2.